Welcome to another episode of Josh and Kelly. Today we've been showing you a lot of everyday kind of stuff that happens, and we get some questions occasionally about, well, how do you do this, how do you do that? So we've been showing you some just everyday kind of stuff that we do, but we're also doing a little something special today. We are going for high tea. Some places called afternoon tea, whatever. We'll explain more about that company later. But we're at a place called We Fancy Tea, and they do an actual formal kind of high tea thing. And Kelly and I have never been before. This is going to be our first time doing this together, so it should be interesting. We'll have fun. But it is I guess a more traditional kind of afternoon tea. So we'll talk about more when we're inside, and we'll show it to you and all that, but it's going to be good. We're looking forward to it. Well, good morning. We are back at the beginning of the day, and I guess I wanted to show you a little bit about what our days are like. I just got up. Kelly is actually walking Sophie, which she likes to do on occasion, which is nice for both of them. So I got up, I've just made the bed, you can see there, getting organized, and I've just done Sophie's food here, so that when she gets back, she can have that ready for her, which she'll be most pleased about. We've had a bit of a sleep in today too. It's like 8 o'clock now, which is unheard of for us, but we both felt like we needed it, so here we are, because normally we're up at like 5. But we're not. We slept in, so it's already light outside, and we're gonna get on with our day. And once Kelly gets back, we'll get ourselves organized, and then most likely we're gonna head to the gym. She's gonna do a bit of a workout, and I'm gonna have a shower because it's not a workout day for me. So I'm gonna have a shower, and then we've got some nice stuff up the pipeline for today. Some good stuff we haven't done before, but we're really excited to show you. Here comes Kelly and Sophie back from their walk. They're still a little ways off, but they're coming. She'll be most excited to get a little bit of food for Sophie when she gets here. She always eats after she walks. You have to excuse all the coats hanging up here in the doorway. That seems to be our MO for winter. And I mean, just pull a couple of them down, that way you'll be able to see the girls when they arrive. Just saw a flash out the front window. So here they come. There's Kelly. Chasing Soph down. There's a girl. How was your walk, Soph? How was your walk? There's our mummy. Was it cold?
My hands were like not moving. It didn't seem that bad initially, but I was, she did a number 2, so I had the doggy poo bag the whole time, and then I had my coffee mug, and then I put it in here for a while, but then I was, walking on Dad's, and then it was like, it's my own fault, because I didn't have my hands in my pockets. Not as bad as it's been, though.
And this one here, she is ready for her food. Look, she's staring it down. But she likes it. She's like, yep, all right, I've had my walk. Give me my food.
Come on. Sit. Good girl. Eyes. Sit. What is it, like 7 seconds she eats it?
I know, it doesn't take her very long. She loves it, but it does not take her very long to eat it. She wolfs it down. So, that's right. It's good for her.
She gets that honestly. Her mother's a very quick eater.
Yes, she is. All right, we're heading off to the gym for some showers and maybe a little bit of a workout for Kelly. She's still umming and ahhing whether she can do it today or tomorrow. But we're off. All right, we are pulling into the gym, which you'll be able to see straight ahead here in a moment. There it is. And we are going to go and shower, and I think Kelly's still undecided if she's going to work out or not. Are you going to, or are you not going to?
I'm going to.
All right. She's decided. She's working out. So.
Day 6.
All right. We will see you on the other side.
I scaled down my makeup bag to move into this van, as you can see how small it is.
It's small.
I hardly wear it, but I'm going to put a little on today, since we're going to our...
This is my makeup bag right here.
Last night I was doing all my stuff before bed, and he's all in there, and he's like, well, you have like a 15-minute nighttime routine. Like when you're exhausted, and you're like, oh, I'm brushing my teeth, I gotta wash my face, put my lotions on.
It's a long, long routine.
Someone has to do it. It takes a lot.
No, someone doesn't have to do it.
It takes a lot of work to take care of this old lady. I have to.
As you can see, we are finished with the showers. Kelly's finished her workout, and we are dressed and ready to move on. All right, gonna come and do a little bit of shopping and get some good stuff to eat. Healthy stuff to eat, should I say. And this parking lot is so small and cramped. I think we're gonna have to park further out and walk our way in, because we're in a big van, and that parking lot is not meant for big vans. It's something not designed for them. So I think we will park out here and walk. All right, we managed it in one swing. We are in. Now let's see what we can find to eat. All right, we're back. They didn't allow filming in there, so we'll show you what we got now.
Okay, we got reprimanded.
We got some salad, we got some lunch meat, which is organic, which is really hard to find, so it's nice that we got that.
Organic avocados. Organic peppers. I mentioned this inside there, but yeah, these are pretty amazing wraps that are like made from eggs. Yeah, and
yeah, they're good.
And then we have some
seeds and stuff. All right, let's put it away. And there's a face who's ready to help.
Film, I said. Not shop. We got goody food things. Yes, hi, baby.
All right, you stay in there, girl.
Back up.
All right, so we are off again. We don't. It's not ideal, but we don't do all of our shopping in one place because we try and go organic as much as possible, and no one place has all the organic that we're looking for. I mean, Sprouts is pretty good, but it's super expensive, but they don't have everything we're looking for either. So we're heading back to Walmart for other things and non-food items as well. We're gonna get from Walmart, but yeah, he's traveling around, and Saturday morning is not the most ideal time to be going to Walmart, but you know, it is what it is. If nothing else is entertaining. All right, so we're off to Walmart now, and we'll show you what we get there as well, because there's not that much, but we'll show you.
We're gonna empty our trash bag in Walmart. They have big trash cans there.
Yeah, the trash cans outside. We'll throw trash over there. But all right, we'll show you what we get. All right, so this is our haul from Walmart. You know, it's the same kind of stuff everyone gets. You know, if you're trying to find the best of things, you don't always go to the same place. Where, you know, for your home, or for us for the van, it's the same way. But we are different from probably most other people when they shop in one significant thing, and that is we are bringing all of this back into our home. We don't have bags. We don't need bags. Literally straight from the cart to the shelf or the fridge. We don't have to worry about bags at all, which is nice, especially when they start charging you for them now. We can come straight back and put things away. But this is the kind of non-food items we get, oh, except for the coffee, at Walmart.
And you bought tissues. Good.
Yeah, bought tissues as well, which we've already stuck in the back. And then somebody, I think, is a little bit cold. She's been curled up back there. Thermometer says that it's 63 in here, so I think she's a little bit cold. I'll have to turn the heat on for her, because she's not terribly enthusiastic about being up here at the moment. She wants to stay curled up where it's warm and toasty. So we'll put the heat on for her, and then we're going to get ourselves organized and probably take her for a little bit of a walk before we...
This is a little crowded. Sometimes I try to put the non-heavy things. We had a little...
stuff to the gunnels.
So I had my jar of peanut butter, which is glass. Look, it fell. We had some.
Put a little dent in there.
I have one on the floor too.
Has a
From
little bit
something
of-
else that fell.
Well, let's just say this van's got character from us living in it.
It does. And characters.
That's a whole nother story.
So it's been a little different with all the cold weather. I wanted to show you. This is the pile that we have here next to the sink. It's a little bit higher.
It's growing.
We have
It's like a pregnant woman. Every time I turn around, it's bigger.
coats hanging up, towels hanging up. Normally right here is the my table with the computer. We do take that down on the weekends, so it's not you know, we have a little more space. But I want to show you the floors. I just shook that out, but it's really hard to clean and keep things up in the
A
winter.
lot of salt, especially as well as dirt.
Sophie's done a number on our new seat covers, but we did reach out to them, and
They are replacing this one.
yeah, they're going to replace it, so that's good. Well, we'll show you when it comes, and I can let you know the name of the company. I can't remember it right now. So anyway, that's it. Here we are. There's a surprise party happening down there. We got a big table because they weren't sure where to sit us, so here we got the nice big table. Here's the tea. They have the teapot. Waiting for Josh to come back. I forgot to put this on, and I already poured the tea in, and there's in there. So now I just put that on, and I'll re-pour it.
Now, coffee is popular worldwide, but I think tea actually is more widely used. But that's the way it is. Now, about tea itself, I could talk all day. I have actually been to a tea plantation, had a tour in Indonesia many years ago, and learned a lot about tea while I was there. So I might kind of figure some interesting facts and things out at you as we drink our tea.
I'm so excited. Right, that's what I ordered. This is on raisin bread, but it's chicken salad. It's a really nice combination.
So we have got to the point where we're having our scones, and yes, there's scones, not scones, scones with jam and cream. This is clotted cream with a jam, goes on top of the scone, and then you eat it. Simple as that. Sometimes it's a messy affair, giving that little finger food, but well worth it.
What flavor of scone did you
These are just regular, plain vanilla scones. Yeah.
Third cup of tea, and it's so much darker. It's really,
Yeah.
just got regular English breakfast decaf, and it's really tasty. This is very light. You can taste the vanilla in it. We had two of these, and I already ate mine. This is like one of the best cookies I've ever eaten. It's like so. The cream in it is so good. It's like a raspberry, but the cookie tastes more like
Shortbread?
shortbread. I love shortbread.
So we got a fresh pot of tea while we're waiting for it to steep. I thought I would tell you a little bit about the tea itself. Obviously, you probably know it's from China. It was brought to India by a guy posing as a Chinaman. He went to China, stole plants, cuttings and brought them to India, and then it proliferated from there, which he did illegally, mind you. But anyway, that's how it came to be a real English thing, is through India and their colonization of India. But here's an interesting fact. Did you know that every tea plantation has a tea taster, like a wine taster, but for tea? And every single one of them has to be certified. And they're certified with a Lipton certification. Lipton actually holds worldwide control over tea. And they offer the certification for tea tasters in every tea house, every plantation who produces tea has to have an officially licensed Lipton tea taster there to taste the tea and to certify it for whatever it is, whatever grade it is, whether it's orange pokey tea or whether it's English breakfast or Russian caravan tea or anything else in between. They actually have to certify it. And it's all through Lipton, which is interesting because Lipton is big in the US, but Lipton's not really big anywhere else. But it's interesting to know that that is the case. So another little tea fact for you.
So I have a little tea fact as well, but I looked it up prior to coming in here today. Not a personal experience, but I thought it was interesting that the word tea actually means meal, and that with English, there's the high tea and regular tea, like a tea break, and it really means about the food part of it, like having, the coming together and having the meal, which is, consists of sandwiches and then the scones and things. So tea means meal. And in the UK and in Australia, oftentimes tea is referred to as a dinner time, as opposed to our,
So dinner is tea.
Dinner is tea.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting too.
All right, so we have just come out of the tea room, and what are your thoughts, Kelly? Besides that cookie, I know that cookie was amazing.
Yes, the cookie was amazing. The sandwiches were just okay. Like the cucumber dough, like there was barely anything on.
The fillings were a little bit on
the
the cheap side. Yeah.
The little tiny brownie was kind of dry. I thought the scone was good.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie was amazing. The first batch of tea was really good, but we asked for a second batch, and
because we're supposed to be at unlimited tea, and I am 99% sure all they did was pour hot water back in the pot, and they didn't refresh the tea leaves because it came out again and it was weak, which tells me that they reused the tea leaves.
I mean, the first time around it was so smooth, and by the second or third time you felt it, like it was so rich.
Yeah, it was nice.
And we kept pouring in and drinking, and like it just never.
It was very weak.
It was like water.
Yeah.
So.
Which, a bit disappointing, but whatever. It's okay. So now.
Josh is still hungry though.
That was a very light appetizer for me. So we're going to go and find something else to eat. For me, at least. Kelly said she was full. It was a light appetizer for me.
So he mentioned pizza. I mean, who doesn't have room for a slice of pizza?
Yeah, that's true too. Especially because where I get pizza, at least in Middletown, is very good New York style pizza. Kelly prefers Grotto's, and Grotto's seems to be one of those polarizing places. Either you love it or you hate it. Kelly's in the love it camp. I'm not quite there.
Yeah.
So I prefer real pizza. I don't feel like Grotto's is real pizza. So, but that's my opinion. She's allowed to have a different one. Doesn't matter how wrong it is. But we are going to get some pizza. But if we're going to get pizza, we're going to go and get real pizzas at Caruso's. So I think that's where we're off to now. And then we'll see what other everyday van life things we get up to today. There it is. Yum, yum.
New York style cheese pizza.
The way pizza should be.
I had to get one because if I didn't, I'd be asking for a bunch of bites.
I was very, let's say, particular about when I ordered it. Kelly thinks I was being, would you say difficult? Demanding? No, I'm being precise. So I walked in there and I said, I want 3 slices of pizza. I said, but only put them back in that oven for 30 seconds maximum. I said I like a soft crust. I don't like it crusty and crunchy, so don't put it in there for very long. So they're like, okay, no problem. And they did it well, and it looks like it is superb.
Perfecto.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. We got these new mats not long ago, and Sophie really took them to the test. And this like was folded; it never laid flat, so it really cracked. And we let them know, and we just got the replacement today. All brand spanking new. What's the name of the company?
Ultra car mats.
Okay, so we're gonna replace this pad.
Replace it. And Sophie's anxious to get back to her seat, but I've got to. They attach underneath, so I have to unattach them, and then pull this one out and put the new one on and reattach. Hopefully, it's gonna be easier than the first time I did it. I hope.
So they're hooked underneath. You can see he's trying to get the front unhooked, and then they hook underneath the seat. So like these back hooks are what he's unhooking, and then there's front hooks, and they go way underneath the seat. Are they attached to part of the chair itself, right?
Yeah.
They come. These didn't come with the little hooks, I guess, because they know we'll use what we have. Remember the little hooks that were on them?
Didn't it? No spares in there?
No.
I'll have to reuse these ones then.
Yeah. I'm double checking this bag, but I don't know why. I guess they thought that we could reuse them. I don't feel them. Just came in one soft little bag. Do you think you can keep this one okay, Soph? Do you think you can keep from putting your nails in it? What do you think, huh? Do you think you can?
Sand down there. We're gonna have to.
Did you put it to the test with your nails? It's okay. I love you. Don't look so sad. It's okay. Here's my new little vacuum. Look at all the sand and dust underneath there.
Now, you can put this.
That already doesn't look like it has that fold in it.
Crease.
Yeah, the crease like the other one.
Okay. There it is, looking nice and new. All pristine.
That's grease from my hand. I just had oil on my hand.
Yeah.
Already, I just christened it because I was just putting oil on my hair.
Alright, there
looks
it is.
Lovely. Now I want your side. Yours has a few holes in it, but Josh doesn't think.
Mine's not bad at all. It never was, so it's all good. We've got ourselves a new seat cushion.
So here's the drawer that holds our utensils and the induction stove. It doesn't take much. I got this new vacuum. Josh got that for me. It's come in really handy because we've been using the sweeper, and sometimes you just feel like you're sweeping the dust and dirt everywhere. But you know, the cleanup is quick and easy, but honestly things can get dirty like so quickly, like the hairs in here and crumbs from cooking, I guess, go in there. Same thing in the stove. I mean stove, listen to me. Refrigerator. Like I had wiped that down earlier, but because it's ground level, it's really easy for dust and dog hair or things just to get in here. So things don't take long, but they definitely require a higher level of frequency when you're cleaning them. So I think I'm going to test out my vacuum in here and then wipe it down. Aerovac comes in this sweet little bag. And it has one little attachment, and it charges on USB, which is really nice. This is not a paid advertisement, but if you would like to pay me to advertise, I would do it.
So we've come north again. We weren't getting any snow, but we are up in kind of the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area at the moment, and it's finally turning to snow, a bit of wind with it, and we just passed, we didn't get the camera quick enough to get them on there. We just passed 3 Amish boys, they're brothers, in an open buggy in this weather. The wind's blowing them, they were all hunched up and rugged up, looking mighty cold in this weather. But thankfully we're not in an open buggy. We are in a nice warm van, very comfortably trotting along here in this lovely weather. I love this weather. I know some of you guys do too. Not all of you, but some of you do. But this is great. Love it. Love driving in this. This is so much fun. All right, we got a couple of buggies coming up here in front of us. But in this weather, with the roads not being plowed and anything yet, we're not going much faster than they are. I think we're going to be able to get around them here. But we're not going much faster than they are. They're having a nice little trot along in this weather. But at least they were closed buggies and not open ones like we saw earlier. They're at least able to stay out of this weather. Even if they're not heated and it's not necessarily super warm in there. They're not getting all this snow and ice in the face though with this wind. He's high prancing it. 3 more out in the snow.
There's no track car. I just
Yeah, so we just turned off down this road that I've never been on before. There's some buggies we're coming across, but you can't really even see the road. I like it. So don't know how well you can see this. You'll see it as we pass. The signs are here saying that up ahead there's obviously a bridge we're going under. The clearance is 10'9". Well, our clearance is 10'6". This should be good fun. We're gonna just make it. All right, we're coming up on this underpass. It says narrow underpass. 10'9". Let's see it. Ooh yeah. I think we're just gonna squeak in. We're at a bit of an angle here. It's not exactly flat. So let's hope we can squeak in. You can see some damage there on the corner of the bridge. There's some others who haven't squeaked in. We just made it. Just squeaked through on that one. Ready to go out in the snow? Ready? Here we go.
This park looks like it was a property at one time, and all these original houses are here. So we just stopped here to let Sophie at, like, some carriage houses. There's the van. It's so pretty with this snow. It's probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches. She's following some sort of scent back here. This property is huge. Lots of carriage houses too. I wonder if somebody lives in that house. Over there's like a swing set in that wooded area. Tennis courts, baseball field. Not sure you can tell really in the snow what's going on, but it's really pretty.
So after much driving around and finding bakeries, all of which were closed, we ended up going to Whole Foods, and this is a tres leche cake. And I just made cups of tea while Kelly was out walking Soph in the snow. And we need to turn some lights on here. Can't see a thing. And so that's the cake, and then Kelly's going to try it, and we're going to see what her reaction is. So try that for me, Kelly. Tell me what you think of that cake. It looks nice.
I feel like there's somebody I knew a long time ago that made this, but maybe not. Wow, it is. It's the same flavor. You have to soak it, I think, for a long time.
It looks like it's like oozing milk. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's delicious. It's like, and you know how much we like. As much as I love chocolate, I love that pure vanilla taste. And it's just so thick and light.
But Kelly hedged her bet. She has a backup. So she's got back here a chocolate chip cookie.
Uno dinero.
In case
We talked $2.
in case this cake wasn't any good, she got a cookie for herself just to be sure.
It says brown butter chocolate. Not to be sure, in addition to.
Oh, in addition to.
Yeah.
I see. Is it good?
I wasn't even going to get anything. It was literally at the checkout line. It was $2, but I think we only got charged $1 for it. It might have been on sale, but it's so delicious.
So we couldn't leave Sophie out of the goodies, so we gotta. Kelly's gonna get her a chewy, which she is obviously very keen to have.
Such a good girl, aren't you? Oh, thank you. I didn't even ask for it.
And she's gonna take it up there and find a nice, soft, warm spot and chew away.
Oh, pretty fast around the turn.
Yeah.
Is that why you slowed down?
So I slowed down.
Yeah, that's kind of brave coming around a corner like that. Not sure.
Well, thanks for watching some of our peeks into our everyday activities in our life. There's a lot of routine that's required in van life, and some of the things are things we do every day, and some of the things we don't do every day, but maybe every week. But yeah, thanks for watching that. And we're going to leave you with a montage of how we set up Kelly's workstation. So many of you have seen it in the background on a few shots and stuff that we've had. But we're going to set it up for you and show you how we do that.
We used to set it up on a daily basis, and once you see the setup, you'll understand why. And I also have a new cushion, because although the foam pad is decent, it wasn't enough, so I'm trying out a new cushion and have scrubs on today. I don't normally wear scrubs, except that I had to go into the hospital to renew my CPR certification, so that's why I'm wearing scrubs. Not that you could even tell from this picture. And
some of you would have picked it up. I know. You have the attention to detail. You would have seen that.
So yeah, so we don't really have a table to eat at all week long, and we've grown accustomed to.
We never pull it up to eat at it hardly at all anyway, so it's not that big of a deal in terms of a sacrifice for us.
Yeah, so we stand up to eat most of the time, but honestly, in the long run, it's okay because we can hold our plates if we have to, and the fact that you can only eat one thing at a time anyway, and the work that's involved in the setup, it's just nice not having that extra pressure every morning, before I have to clock in to make sure it's set up. So
yeah, once we get it set up, we keep it that way for the week, and then it's just a matter of turning it on and then turning it off at the end of the day, which is a much simpler way to do things. And we've learned how to make it secure and do all that so it can stay up. And you'll see as we set it up, you'll understand why, one, we want to keep it up as much as we can, but also why we actually have to secure it as we move, because it's a workstation that was not designed to be on the move. It's designed to be in an office. It's not mobile. It wasn't designed to be mobile. It is actually office desktop workstation. So anyways, we'll show you that, and but thanks for watching this episode, and we'll see you out there.
thank you for watching. We'll see you out there. So this pile is where we put everything at the end of the day. This is my bag for the gym. Exercise bands. got this pad to sit on because I was sitting on pillows and it wasn't working well enough. And this is the box it came in. So I'm waiting to see if the pad is what I wanted before I get rid of that box. This has my work stuff, cheat sheets and references. This is just an extra box we keep down here. Stuff. When I have padding underneath my bottom, it makes my legs dangle. So we got this little stool, but the stool has left these marks, these 4 yellow marks, so like it's discoloring the flooring. So I put a towel down, and then I have this to rest my feet on. So it's surprisingly makes a big difference on the way that I feel like the pressure on my back when I'm sitting here. Some slippers thrown in there. My boots. So here is the basket. I don't know if you can see it yet. This is what comes out of here, but it's pretty heavy, so Josh will lift it up after he gets the table set up. So I'll film him setting the table up for it.
You have to excuse all the winter jacket paraphernalia hanging on there. It's funny because in summer, this is always, all these hooks are pretty much empty. But in winter, they're just overloaded with stuff. Just because it's cold. And today's a cold day. Today's probably the coldest day of the year. We are here in Middletown in Delaware, and it's in single digits this morning. That's cold. That's single digits Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Like, it's cold. So, anyways, first thing we do is we have to get our table out from behind the seat. We'll set that up. Then we'll set up Kelly's computer apparatus on top of that. It's the actual tabletop. Nice and solid. And we didn't know this when I first made this. We didn't measure it. We just figured this is a good size. But this is absolutely the perfect size. It couldn't be any smaller and still fit her workstation on here. So it actually ended up being the perfect size. So we were quite happy about that. As you can see, like there's not an inch to spare. Like they just fit. Now there's one final thing we have to do, and that is give her connectivity. So we normally, on a everyday sort of basis, the Starlink is hooked into the electrical system of the van. But we have found that it makes more efficient use of power on a regular basis to hook it into the Jackery, because then we can just charge the Jackery often while we're working. So more efficient use of power, plug it into there. So I've rigged up the system. We've talked about this before, and we even showed you before how we rigged up the system to be able to plug in the Jackery for our Starlink. So I'm gonna just do that really quickly now. We're gonna change it over from the van into the Jackery. You'll see how quick and easy that is. Done, it's that easy. Change it over, and now she'll have Starlink running, and it will be able to be used and also recharged very quickly and easily. And I'll just put that all back together like that. That's done. Tuck the cords out of the way so they're not a trip hazard. That's it. She's all set up, ready to go.